Now, some of you might be wondering what is something that have talked about concerning mass, space, particles, duality, all these interesting bridges that are connecting possibly not only our specific solar system to a neighbor solar system, which makes up, I would say, a galaxy, but multiple galaxies in our universe. And it's quite interesting to see how this is evolving over a couple of years from now and even future years to come. And you might be wondering how this has come into play and how technology is giving us simulations on what are the interesting possibilities out there that may govern various laws that we actually thought of were just theories but could manifest. I mean, we just discovered a black hole really recently close to our specific universe, and it's really interesting and fascinating to actually go from what we know from high school, where we had to start from the scratch. Oh, we have asteroids, and from asteroids we got into the moon, which are satellites, and from the moon we have like our particular planet orbiting around the sun, and from the sun we actually have all the stars that are within that particular system that is called, in this case, our galaxy, and from galaxies we have the universe. So it's really fascinating to see how we're going from just small, well, based on spatial bodies, to broader. And do we have multiple universes out there? All those interesting conversations were the things that this particular article triggered me. And this article here that says scientists find big matter not big, of course, find dark matter bridges that may reveal future of our galaxy. And so in here it says a new map derived from the help of artificial intelligence revealed previously no unknown bridges linking galaxies in the local universe. Now, the bridges are in the form of filamentary structures. The scientists hope this map, or their map published along with their paper in the Astrophysics journal, can provide fresh insight into dark matter and the history of our universe. You know, we talked about our universe really expanding, I mean, compared to when the universe or the Big Bang brought into play or came up to where we're at right now. We can actually use redshift system to be able to analyze that. Yes, we have expanding universe, and once you have an expanding universes, do we have existing bridges from one particular galaxy to another within our universe that could be or could have been created but then maybe dismantled? Or could those bridges actually be a tunnel system to go quicker, hopefully, from one particular galaxy to another within our specific universe? And I really like these particular possibilities out there. And this article also talks about the universe as a dark matter skeleton, and cosmology actually believe that in this case dark matter serves as a filamentary skeleton of the cosmic web, which in turn makes up the large scale structure of the universe that partially controls the motion of galaxies and other cosmic systems. Now, while it is not proven possibly yet to directly measure how dark matter is distributed in our local universe, the international team behind the research used AI to create a new map. The local universe, which includes us, is an area about 1 billion light years in radius. That is really huge, of course, and where galaxies and related space objects are essentially frozen in their present day configuration, and cosmic evolution effects are negligible. Now, ironically, the easier to study the distribution of dark matter much further away, because it reflects the very distant past, which is much less complex, says one of the study's author, associate professor at astronomy and astrophysics at Penn State. Over time, as the large-scale structure of the universe has grown, the complexity of the universe has increased. so it is inherently higher or harder to make measurements about dark matter locally. Now, these were some of the interesting photos that were taken by the AI and shows a couple of interesting, bridges and also various dark spots that are that connects really well one specific, I would say, galaxy to another galaxy, and it's quite remarkable to see how this shows the dark matter that is or that was once created and how the AI is able to recreate this. And it's going to be interesting to see whether other AIs can be able to predict, what are other possible bridges that may be created over time, because all this is based on probability, probability of this particular bridge existing here versus in the future. Is going to be interesting to see how that actually dives in properly. Now, creating a better dark matter map involves the following in here. Cosmic web maps created previously relied on simulating the 13.8 billion years evolution of the universe from early stages to present day. Such efforts require a tremendous amount of computation and did not yet produce accurate representation of the local universe, leading researchers to devise a novel approach. From the new map, they focus on utilizing machines learning to create a model based on the distribution and motion of galaxies. This allows them to estimate how dark matter is distributed. Now, AI was trained in simulated galaxies similar to the Milky Way using this particular device, an ongoing series of simulations that features galaxies, dark matter, gases, and other matter. Now, this particular scientist also explained that if you feed specific information into the model, it can fill out the gaps. Now, relying on what it has already produced, the scientist further confirmed this mapping by applying it to real local galaxies data from the Cosmic Flow 3 catalog of distance information about nearly 18,000 galaxies. That is really huge. Now, hidden bridges that may be out there is, as a resulting map, features major structures in our local universe, like the local sheets, now, which contains the Milky Way, nearby galaxies, and the local void, a nearby region of empty space, and also represented. What more, the map allowed researchers to spot new structures. In particular, they hope to study in greater depth the small filamentary structures they discovered that appeared to link galaxies. Now, this particular link is called, in this case, hidden bridges. Now, this person believed these filaments can provide insight into the future of our galaxies. One particular question of notion or of note is whether the Milky Way could or would eventually collide with the Andromeda galaxy, Andromeda. I can't pronounce that word. I'm struggling with the pronunciation in here today. Galaxies. Because dark matter dominates the dynamic, in this case, dynamics of the universe, it basically determines our fate. Now, so we can ask a computer to evolve the map of billions of years to see what will happen in the local universe, and we can evolve the model back in time to understand the history of our cosmic neighborhood. And I do like how past hopefully models can create a futuristic look on how those bridges will extend or will more bridges might be created, because now the more bridges are created or hidden bridges, the more complicated, because we have an expanding universe. And I like how all those do connect in terms of the simplicity of how those bridges were at the beginning of our particular solar system or our particular universe to where our universe is expanding into. So expanding universes, more complicated bridges, hidden bridges, and dark matter that were created at the beginning, but now to where we are at right now and to the future. All depends now on AI and how to train AI to be able to do this particular analysis. Is complicated math, complicated science in here that has to be cataloged in this particular system. So I'm really fascinated by how this AI is able to produce this particular result, and how, of course, it could be easy to predict past events, but challenging it to push further in terms of future events is one of those brain scratching moments that we all, or they as scientists or cosmologists or astrophysicists, are trying to discover in here. So I'm really interested to know your thought about this interesting new bridges that connects galaxies to another galaxy in our specific universe. And of course, we saw movies that actually had one universe to another universe, and we have like this multiverse of madness. I'm kidding. Well, kind of, Scarlet Witch. It's a Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange. Yeah, Doctor Strange, multiverse of madness. Wow. Either ways, let me hear your thought about this in the comment section down below. By that way, I can talk to you all soon. As always, the article is actually in the description, so by that way, if you want to get more information or those side links like what we have right here, it's actually a great resource to actually check out. All the same, thanks for following me through this, truly appreciate it. See you in the next video. Stay smart as always, and believe in yourselves.